Hello everyone and welcome to December's challenge, Your Stash YouTube Hop. It's Helen here, and for this month we're getting our sparkle and shine on. I also thought I would incorporate this sketch from Anna's Craft Cupboard. As I do with so many of my layouts, I started with a white background. I love to add that personal touch to each layout and create some mixed media or something of my own to put on it. So I pulled out some Colour Blast paste in a colour called Deep Water. And I bought it because it was tealish and my favourite colour, but it didn't quite go with this layout. So I added some cobalt spray from Prima and some white gesso to eventually get it to a colour I was happy with. Plus I pulled out a stencil from Prima and added some stenciled squares around just for a bit of extra texture. I was feeling that this blue was just a little bit flat, so to add some extra interest, I pulled out the cobalt spray and the Dylusions white spray and splattered it around. This piece of patterned paper comes from Chamel's Glitter Girl range, and well, if I'm really honest, I was a bit stuck after doing the mixed media, going where am I going to go from here, and I looked down to my left, and because I'm a bit of a lazy scrapbooker, I don't always tidy up after each layout. All that range was still sitting there from a previous layout, and I thought, there'll be some bright colours in there that will go with these photos of the boys. Now, I had used it before, and there was this piece, and the yellow was part of it, that were actually layers of patterned paper that I'd put behind a photo that I didn't like. So I had to pull them all apart, rub off all the double-sided tape. Luckily I didn't rip any of them actually. I was quite happy I saved all the pieces, and then use them to layer behind these two photos. I think the bright colours work, seeing as it's photos of the boys. You may have noticed too that I'm actually flipping the sketch. Originally it was positioned so the photos are on the right and the large title on the left, but because Ben, and that's the top photo, is looking to the right, I want the photos positioned to the left. I like the subject always to have their eyes facing into the centre of the page, so it just calls for being positioned on the left hand side. This also helps the person looking at the page to actually travel through the page, because we naturally will follow where the person in the photo is looking, so it allows the viewer to start at the top left hand corner and view through the page. And I've actually, you'll see in the end, positioned the embellishments too to continue that going on. What you don't see is I actually take the white cardstock over to my sewing machine, which is on the other side of my scrapbook room, so I can't film over there, and sewed around the edge. You can see my trusty sanding tool on the right of the screen, and I used that to rough the edges of this piece of patterned paper before I stuck it down. You can see there's also a border sticker, and after I stuck it down, you just saw I went around with my fingernails just to once again rough it up a little bit more and make it stick up a little bit from the page. And then I went to the alphabet or the thickest packs, and this teal foam words were, as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh, I love them, got to use them somehow. And so I've used the words awesome and super because, look, they're my boys, and I know I'm biased, but I do think they're awesome and super. And I'm going to incorporate these stickers as well to finish off the title, so it says my awesome super boys. I'm biased, but it's a mother's prerogative to be, also I believe. If you can't be champion of your own children, then who can? I also added 2 gold corners to the top and the bottom of those 2 photos, just for a little bit more sparkle and to incorporate it and close it, I suppose, in the page. You may have noticed that that's bit of washi tape and square sticker under the title has moved around a few times on the page, plus a couple of times that you didn't see that I didn't film, but I was happy with it under the title. It gives that title some grounding. All the embellishments come from the range as well, from the embellishment pack. And this camera, well, I couldn't quite work out where I wanted it, but I'm happy with it there. Did have to use some sticky glue because on that textured background I wanted it to stay stuck. You can see here I'm just finishing off with some of the enamel dots or stars, and they do have glitter in them, nice and sparkly. And I also pull out some asterisks from the thickest pack as well. And that's it. Quite a simple layout really, but effective I think. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.